Hey guys, it's me, Cassandra with Mobile Om Yoga. So I'm here on location at the San Pedro Creek Culture Park, and I'm standing in front of a mural by a local artist named Adriana Garcia. So the title of this mural behind me is De Todos Caminos Somos Todos Unos, which means from all roads, we are all one. The artist, Adriana Garcia, says that the theme of this particular piece is that water brings us all together. So in this piece, you will see represented all the way from the original settlers of San Antonio into the modern day, how places like the San Pedro Creek, these waterways, have been a nexus in bringing together our communities and our cultures. So today I invite you to unroll your mat and join us for this free online virtual practice sponsored by the San Antonio River Authority, who actually commissioned this entire park and the piece behind me. If you haven't been here, I'm here on the northwest side of downtown San Antonio, and it's right along this walk, bike, or jogging trail. A great way to get outside, get some exercise, and to take in some art and culture along the way. So from home, I invite you to unroll your mats and we'll get started. In this practice, we're going to get pretty flowy and we're gonna spend some time on our knees. So if you have any knee issues, I invite you to go ahead and grab a blanket and have it nearby. But to begin, we're going to just start by lying all the way down onto your back. Extending your legs out long. And let's bring the left hand somewhere along the center of the chest and the right hand down into the low belly. Go ahead and soften your eyelids, let them close here. Beginning this theme of water, we will connect to the even flow of our breath. So imagining like a wave, inhaling all the way into the deep low belly, up into the rib cage. And then as you exhale from the ribs back to the belly, closing off that wave. So again, inhale low into the belly, into the ribs, into the chest, and exhale it out. Taking a few more of these wave-like breaths on your own. Just beginning to bring your awareness to this natural flow state. That within the solidity of our physical body is a continuous movement or wave of breath. We'll use this breath as an anchor for our practice, trying to maintain connection to the steady flow. Taking one more breath on your own, in deep to the belly, up into the chest, and exhaling all the way out. And go ahead and begin to open up your eyes. Release your hands from your body. Let's take an inhale. Find a full body stretch. Reach the arms overhead, reaching your legs out nice and long. And as you exhale, go ahead and draw your knees in towards your chest. Take a little bit of movement here, knees circle, just massaging out your low back. And then go ahead and set your feet back down onto the mat. You're gonna take your right ankle, cross it across the left knee, making a little figure four. And thread the needle here, right hand behind the right knee, grabbing behind the left thigh as you gently draw that ankle of the right foot in towards your chest. Long, full, deep breath here. Can activate the right toes. And draw in deeper to deepen the stretch as we start to gently wake up that outside of the right hip. We're gonna work in the hips this morning to get them nice and juicy. Tends to be a place we can feel really stagnant, and that's the opposite of this fluid energy we're focusing on today. Go ahead and release that left foot down. And we'll just switch sides. Right foot coming onto the earth, left ankle crossing over, drawing in that right knee, threading the left hand behind the right knee, and just drawing into your comfort level as you explore the sensation you're experiencing in that left hip. And taking one last fluid breath in and out here, maybe drawing that right ankle in a little closer to the chest. And then go ahead and release, unwrap that right ankle or left ankle from the knee, draw the knees up into the chest. And we'll just take a rock and roll motion, forward and back, forward and back. And we're gonna make your way all the way up onto the hands and knees, rolling up and around. And again, if you have sensitive knees like myself, this is a great place to get that blanket and bring it underneath your knees. So we're gonna start with the knees a little bit wider than the hips, big toes together, and we'll press back into a child's pose, but we're gonna make this a fluid movement. So take your hands a little wider than the shoulders here. And then you're gonna inhale and finding like a waving round in the spine. You're gonna inhale, come forward. And then you'll finish with that heart pulling forward, shoulders back. And then as you exhale, just sink the hips back down, bow your forehead to the mat. So just a few more rounds like that. Inhaling, rolling upward through the back of the heart. And then exhaling, sinking the hips back. Heart towards the mat. Inhale, rounding through the back of the heart, coming forward, stacking shoulders over the wrists. Gaze forward as you exhale, really lengthen through the hips, sitting back. Inhale, come forward into high plank and tabletop and pause, tabletop. Knees coming underneath your hips. We'll find a nice stacked tabletop here. Take an inhale, continuing to move with the breath, finding a cow pose. So arching the spine, gaze moves up. Exhale, roll the chin under, tuck the tailbone. Again, inhale, breath to drop the belly button towards the mat. And then exhale to curl and round. We'll do one more cat cow like that. Inhaling into that wave of an arch. Exhaling into the dome of that rounded spine. And then finding a neutral spine. Plugging the shoulders away from the ears away from the shoulders. You'll take that right heel and extend it back. Toes can stay tucked on the mat for stability, or lift your heel up. Begin to wake up your midsection as you draw navel to spine. Really lengthening from heel to crown. And then grounding down through the right hand, see if you can begin to lift up the left hand and extend it out long in front of you. Take an inhale breath, stretching from left fingertips through right heel, and then exhale, draw in, knee towards elbow, rounding into that cat spine. So inhale, we're challenging here, but trying to stay fluid in the in-between. So exhale, like you're moving through molasses, take your time, draw in. Really be present with everything you're feeling. Last time, reach out. And exhale, we'll draw it in. Inhale, go ahead and reach it out. Pause here. Take your left hand down to the mat, stack it. You're gonna bend your right knee. Start to open up that knee and then bring your knee out next to your hip. You're just gonna kick that right heel straight out. Take a moment here, pause. And then you're gonna take your foot straight down. I'm gonna turn to face you so you can watch me here. Starting with the foot down, we're gonna take a few cat-cows with that leg out to the side. So inhale, drop the belly, gaze high. Exhale, tuck the chin and round. Again, inhale, drop the belly, gaze high. Exhale, tuck and round. Last one here. Our funky cat-cow. Inhale the belly down, gaze lifts. And exhale, round. On your next inhale, just let yourself come to a neutral spine. Grounding into the left knee, you'll start to walk your hands upright, and we're coming all the way up into Gait Pose. So standing up tall on that left knee. All right, take an inhale, reach your left arm to the sky. As the right arm slides down the right leg, we'll take a nice big open stretch. Side body bend. And as you inhale, you're gonna come upright. Bring your arms parallel to the earth, and you're just gonna swivel on that right heel. I'm gonna move onto the mat a little bit. Swivel on that right heel so the toes face the side, and then you're gonna bend into that right knee. So it's almost like we're in a warrior two pose. So you're really sinking that right knee over ankle. This is where that padding can really help under your knee. And then you're gonna reach forward, inhale, right elbow is gonna anchor to the inside of your right knee. Maybe the hand comes all the way to the floor, and then stretch your left arm up and open. Getting to feel this nice broad space in the chest, but also that elbow helping to open up that right knee. And we're gonna inhale, start to come upright. Bring the arms parallel, kick the right toes towards the sky, left hand's coming down, and you're gonna reach up and over. Inhale, reaching up, pause. Bending into that right knee. And then take it down. Right elbow down, left arm up and open. Inhale, coming up. One more time. Flexing up through the right toes, left arm down, reaching up and open. And then inhale, one more time, reaching up, bend back into that right knee. Reach forward. Last time, come down, feel that stretch. This time, kicking up and open. Stay open through that left side body. Find a side body stretch here, flexing the right toes towards the sky. And then on your inhale, bring the arms parallel to the earth. And as you exhale, hands come back down in front of you. Lift the right leg, activate through the obliques. Start to take the right toes back behind you, curl down to the ground. One more inhale, lift the gaze, lift your heel, stretching into an arched spine. And then exhale, go ahead, bring your right knee down to meet your left. Take an inhale, cat-cow to reset. Belly drops. Tuck the chin and round. And then finding a neutral spine, go ahead and pause here, and we'll take the left leg back behind you. Tuck the toes. Let the heel be up towards the sky, either on the mat for stability or lifting it up, beginning to draw the navel towards the spine, corseting in the ribs. You'll anchor into the left hand, right arm begins to reach out in front of you, finding that long line from right fingertips to the left heel. Take an inhale for length here as you stretch it out. And then exhale, begin to draw it in slowly, right elbow towards left knee. Inhale, extend it out long. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draw it in. All right, this time, inhale, extend it out, pause. Exhale, set your right hand down. Start to bend your left knee, opening up the left knee towards the side, bringing the knee in line with your left hip, and then kicking the left heel out. And then you're gonna settle the left foot next to you, walking your hands, or keeping your hands where they are. We're gonna take an inhale into that cow posture, belly down, gaze up. Exhale into that funky cat. 2 more breaths like that. Inhaling, belly drops. Exhale to round. Last one, inhale, belly drop. And exhale to round. And then inhale, finding a neutral spine. Now walk the hands in towards that right knee. We'll come all the way up to standing on your right knee. Inhale the arms tall. Left arm coming to the left leg, right arm reaching high, finding that side body stretch. Connect with the movement of your breath in and out. On your inhale, begin to come upright, taking that right hand out, left arm up and over, taking a side body stretch, other side. And then on your inhale, you're gonna come all the way up. You're gonna turn your left toes out to the left side and begin to bend deeply into that left knee. So your arms are coming out parallel to the earth, kind of like a modified warrior two here. And you'll start to inhale, reach through the left hand coming to the inside of your thigh, right arm reaching up high to the sky. Big, full, deep breath in and out here. Feeling the chest open, that knee gently opening up. And you're gonna inhale, come upright, start to straighten your left leg, right hand comes down, flex the left toes off the mat, and find a side body stretch. As you inhale, come upright, starting to bend back into the left knee. We're just taking it forward, right arm reaching up and over. Inhale, coming up, straightening into that left leg, right hand coming down, sweeping the left arm up and over. Letting that fluid motion of the breath bring you back up. Inhale, exhale, bending into that left knee, reaching up and over. Last time, inhale, reaching up, coming all the way back, reaching that left arm back. Flex the left toes high. Inhale, coming up, bending into the left knee. We'll stay here just a couple of breaths. Really stretching up and open through that left side. And then inhale, start to come back up, straightening all 10 fingers towards the sky. Left hand, or both hands coming back to the ground first. Left foot starts to lift. And you start to swing the left foot behind you, turning the toes to the mat. Take an inhale, lift the chin, lift the gaze and the heel, arching deep. And then as you exhale, draw the left knee to meet the right. Take one more cat-cow, resetting your spine here, belly drops. Exhale, round it out. And then finding a neutral spine, pause. First downward facing dog, so bringing the hands about a palm distance forward, tuck the toes, lift the hips high. You can walk out your dog, bending one knee, pressing the opposite heel down, moving with the breath, continuing to connect to that continuous fluidity of our being. Anytime we feel stagnant or stuck or tense, can we find that innate expansiveness of our inhale? And that softness of the exhale. Taking one more breath in and out here. On your inhale, look forward. Begin to walk your feet all the way to the top of your mat to meet your hands. Well, keeping the feet hip width distance or a little wider. Inhale, finding a long, flat spine. On the exhale, generous bend in the knees. Belly finds the thighs, ragdoll, and drape it out. Letting the brain drain here. Fingertips can stay on the ground, or maybe you grab opposite elbows. And just sway a little bit, side to side. Our spine, whether we're upright, sitting or walking, can take a lot, or can create a lot of pressure, that downward pull of gravity. This is a really great simple inversion to bring some space, some movement into the spine between the vertebrae to create some decompression. Go ahead and release your fingertips down onto the ground. On an inhale, halfway lift, hands to the shins. You can walk your feet a little closer together if that works for you. Exhale, bow it down. Inhale, reach all the way up, 10 fingers to the sky. And exhale, bring your thumbs to touch your heart. Pausing a moment here, rooting through the feet. Take an inhale, we'll reach back up. This time on the exhale, swan dive, forward fold all the way towards the mat. Inhale into a flat back, hands to shins, reaching the heart forward. Exhale, high plank, palms to the earth, feet step back. Pause here. You can take this with the knees dropped or lifted, but press the mat away. Really find that fire. But instead of leaning 100% in, remember we're always fluid. Can you find some softness? Can you find your breath continuing to move here? Take one more breath in. And then with your exhale, begin to lower all the way down to the mat. Inhaling into Cobra Pose, squeeze the elbows and lift the chest. Exhale, lower, downward facing dog is where we're going to meet. Taking 3 breaths in and out here. Finding your flow. Feeling that balance of effort and ease within your physical container. Last breath here. And get empty. Look to the top of your mat. Walk, step, or float your feet to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, bow it down. Let's find chair pose. Sit your hips low. Inhale, hands can come to the heart as you peel high, or reach all the way up to the sky. Pause here. Sink the weight into the heels, soften the shoulders. Notice where you're gripping, and try to relax into the breath. Can you find 3 more easy flow of inhale and exhale? Last breath in, and exhale, let it go, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, your vinyasa, so taking chaturanga or nataranga, you can skip this push-up part and take it straight to down dog. You can also intensify coming into an up dog or keeping in Cobra Pose, up to you. From here, we'll inhale, take the right leg up to the sky, bend the right knee and open up the right hip. Let your left heel sink down towards the mat. And then let's find some fluid movement in that right hip. So drop it down and open it up like you're drawing a big circle. And then take it a couple times in the opposite direction. And then opening it up big, inhale. We're just gonna step that right foot all the way forward in between the hands. And we're opening straight up into warrior 2 legs. So spin your back heel flat, right knee over, and bring both hands to the inside of your right leg. And we're gonna start to walk the hands towards that inner diagonal, coming to the inside of the right foot and out, away from the body, sinking weight back into the hips. So it's kind of like you're in a downward facing dog in the chest. Really getting into that right knee. And then begin to walk your hands back around over that right foot. Take the right arm to the right thigh or to the sky. Come onto the ball of the back foot. Really open twist here. Inhale. And as you exhale, bring the right hand down. Right foot sweeps back up to the sky. Inhale. And then exhale, bring the right foot down to meet the left. Finding your neutral downward facing dog. And then inhale, take your left leg high. Bend your left knee. Let the left knee open up. And then make 3 circles in one direction with that knee. And then take 3 circles in the other direction. Inhale the knee up and open. And then step the left foot forward in between your hands, finding warrior 2 feet. So the back foot comes parallel to the back of the mat. Hands come to the inside of your left foot. Start to walk them to that diagonal and away from the body as you sink weight back into the hips. So you should be feeling this a lot in that front left hip, inner thigh. Take one more breath in and out. Begin to walk the hands back around that left foot, coming onto the ball of your back foot, taking it into a twisted lunge. Left hand to the thigh or all the way up to the sky. Taking a big breath in here. And as you exhale, left hand touches down. We're gonna take a step with the right foot, meet the left top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Sit the hips low. Let's find chair pose. Reach up. And then everyone, bring your hands to your heart center. Sit low into the hips. Start to root into that right foot. As you inhale, one-legged Tadasana, reach that left knee up. Inhale. As you exhale, we're gonna turn open and step it back, finding warrior two. I'm gonna turn to face you. So you're bending the right knee over your ankle, left foot parallel. And again, we found this similar version on our knee earlier. So really sinking in to that right knee, opening up the arms. We're gonna take an inhale, reach forward through that right arm, right elbow onto the thigh or to the inside of the knee, and then reach the left arm high. Just pausing a moment here, soften in. We're gonna inhale, reach up, and reverse your warrior. Reach the right arm up and back. Bending into that right knee. And then inhale, come to straighten. All right, so we're gonna move a little bit differently here. And I'm gonna introduce a pose called Rainbow Warrior. I'll show you that first. So start to straighten your right knee. You're gonna bend into that left knee and sweep your right arm back. So that's gonna be our Rainbow Warrior. So we're gonna inhale, come up back to warrior two, bend the right knee, and sweep that right arm up into reverse warrior. So these are the two we're moving between. So you'll inhale, come up. As you rise, you're straightening that right leg. As you exhale, you're bending your left knee, and you're starting to reach that right arm back. So again, inhale, you're coming back into warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Inhale through warrior two. As you straighten the right leg, exhale, you come into rainbow. Let's do one more time. Inhale, reach up and reverse your warrior. And as you exhale, find that rainbow warrior and pause here. You can flex the right toes off the mat to get a little deeper into that left knee. Take one more inhale. Look for those back toes. On your exhale, your hands are gonna come around the left foot. Start to turn your left foot to the back of the mat. Come onto the ball of your right foot. Finding that twist we found earlier, left hand to thigh or left hand to the sky. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, bring your left hand down. Step into your left foot, bring your right foot to meet your left. Inhale, halfway lift. You're probably at the back of your mat now. Exhale and fold. Chair pose, let's flow. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Rooting into the left foot, inhale, rise. Bring the right knee with you, one-legged. Tadasana. Turning open, step it out, warrior two. Sink into your left knee. Anchor into the outer edge of your back foot. Inhale, extend that left arm forward, elbow to the thigh, to the inside of the knee. Right arm up and open to the sky. Big, beautiful breath here. And empty out. Inhale to rise. Exhale, reverse your warrior, reaching that left arm up and back. Keep sinking into that left knee. Inhale, rise. Begin to straighten your left knee. We're finding rainbow warrior, bending your right knee, flexing the left toes off the ground as you reach that left arm back. So inhale, sweep back up, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale into rainbow warrior, flexing the left toe, straightening the left knee, bending into the right. Inhale, flow. Reverse your warrior. Left arm up. Last time, rainbow warrior. Pause. Really reaching through the left arm, bending into that right knee, maybe flexing those left toes a little more. One more breath in. And as you exhale, we're coming around back towards the front of the mat. Turn your right toes forward, left hand plants. Right hand finds the thigh or the sky. Reach up and open. One more inhale. And as you exhale, right hand down, step your left foot forward to meet the right, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, bow. Inhale, finding your chair pose, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Stepping into the right foot, inhale, reach your left knee up towards the sky, pause. Opening it up, finding your warrior two. We're going to go through that one more time. Straight into reverse warrior as you inhale and exhale deep. Inhale, rise into rainbow warrior as you exhale, reaching back, bending into the left knee. 2 more times. Inhale, reaching up and open. Exhale, rainbow it back. Inhale, up and open. Exhale, rainbow it back. Pause here. We're gonna turn over that left foot, right hand to the mat, left arm reaching high. Take an inhale. As you exhale, left hand down, right foot steps forward to meet your left. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale and fold. Sit low, chair pose, inhale. Hands to your heart, exhale. Step into your left foot, inhale, one-legged Tadasana, right knee lifts up. Exhale, step it back, find warrior 2, left side, pause. Inhale, reverse your warrior. As you exhale, rainbow the warrior, straightening your left knee, bending into the right, reaching back. 2 more just like that. Inhale, reaching up and open. Exhale, taking it back. Last one, inhale, up and open. Exhale, take it back and pause. And then begin to walk around into the lunge over the right knee, left hand plants, right arm to the thigh or the sky. Inhale, open up wide. And then exhale, right hand comes down, left foot meets the right, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Chair pose one last time, inhale. As you exhale, bring your hands to your heart center, pause here. Stay low in your chair, and then find your drishti. And as you sink lower in your chair, you'll get to a point where your heels need to lift, so lift the heels. Continue sinking down all the way until you're sitting on the heels. You can keep the knees floating, finding a little toe stand. And then when you're ready, you're gonna bring those toes, or the knees all the way down, keeping your toes tucked here. Hands are at the heart center, take an inhale. Interlace the hands as you exhale, press the palms away from you, tuck your chin round. As you inhale, reach your palms up towards the sky, slide the shoulders back. Exhale, open up cactus arms. One more time, inhale, bring the palms together. Exhale, interlace the palms, press away. Inhale, sit up tall, palms to the sky, shoulders slide back. Exhale. Inhale, hands to heart center. And then bring your hands forward, uncurl your toes, give them a little tap love. And then you're just gonna sit back onto the heels. If this is comfortable, stay here. Otherwise, you can shift around and come onto the sit bones. We're just gonna pause for a moment now that we've gone through some of the active part of our practice. And slow down with one of my favorite breaths to find that balance or that fluidness of our inhale and exhale. And it's called alternate nostril breathing. So you're going to use your right hand here, and I like to bring the middle 3 fingers in, kind of like a hang 10 sign. And the left thumb will be used to cover the right side of the nose, and the pinky will be used to cover the left side. So we'll start here by covering the right side. You can close the eyes or just soften the gaze. And you'll take a deep inhale through the left side of your nose. Pause at the top and then plug the left side, open your right, and then exhale out the right. Keep the right side open, inhale here. Pause at the top and open up the left, exhale. Inhale through the left. Pause and switch, exhale through the right. Inhale. Switch, exhale. So do this on your own, just remembering to switch the nostrils with the exhale. In this breath, we are balancing those innate energies within each of our beings, that energy that's active and engaged and focused, alert. That's like our soul or our sun energy, and balancing that with the opposite, which is our more passive, that state of ease, that state of surrender, like the moon. So in each breath, we are balancing our tendency to lean to either one of these too much, so that we can come right in between, where we are a balance of effort and ease. A balance of being alert and focused, yet being calm. Take one last round of breath here. And then just allow your right hand to come down. Take a couple of breaths through both nostrils. Just do a check-in. We're also getting a nice stretch in your ankles if you are still sitting on your feet. There's a purpose for it all. If you're sitting on your feet, let's go ahead and begin to shift onto the sit bones. If you're already there, we're gonna meet you there. All right, and we'll start with extending the feet straight out and just kind of roll your feet. All right, so we're gonna have a little bit of fun as we finish off here. Just take the right foot to the inside of the left thigh, turn towards your left leg, lift up high, and just take a forward fold for a moment over your left leg. Letting the head get heavy, letting the chin soften. Keeping a little bit of water energy behind the left knee. So try not to lock it out or harden it, but keeping it a little fluid. We talk about this water energy in our bodies. It's maintaining that flow, so we don't lock our circulation anywhere to cut it off. We just keep enough space so that our energy, our blood, our fluids can move without obstruction. Inhale, begin to come upright. All right, draw that right knee to the sky. And you're gonna bring your right hand to the inside of your right foot, and we're just gonna draw your foot up to the sky like this. Your left hand can come behind you if you need to. You're just gonna cock that right knee back. It's almost like you're pulling back a bow and arrow here. You're really gonna pull that right foot back, and then you're gonna press it forward. And then you're gonna pull that right knee back, really getting it back far, and then you're gonna push it forward. One more time, you're gonna pull that right knee back, and then you're gonna push it forward. And then we're gonna pull that right knee back and pause. Now this is where we can have some fun. And again, no worries, we're just trying it out. Good thing we're in our own homes. You're gonna see if you can bring that right knee and kind of squeeze it up over your upper arm. This is a challenge in and of itself. I don't know how many people this morning are trying to hug their arm with their knee. So just giving yourself credit for trying if you're here. The next step is maybe you take your left hand and you bring it down, setting both hands on the mat, really squeezing that knee around your right arm. Perhaps you press into the hand and you're able to lift your booty off the ground. And then when we get real strong, eventually we can lift that left foot. We're working our way. Eventually you can come into 8-angle pose here, but we're not having to know where we're going, just trying to see if we can be fluid in our mindset and try something new. So lifting up, maybe touching your feet, and then go ahead, bring it down. Straighten that right leg out. Give yourself some love. All right. And then bring your left foot to the inside of your right leg, turning your body over that right leg. Inhale for a long spine. And as you exhale, take it down into forward folds. Chin collapsing towards the chest. That fluid softness behind the right knee. And just coming in and settling in to some ease. A few more breaths here. On your next inhale, go ahead and come upright. And you're gonna bring that left foot to the sky, or knee to the sky. And then this is where you're gonna come to grab onto that left foot and stretch it forward. So I like to bring my right hand to kind of help support me here so I can really get back. So even if you're not gonna do the full thing, you're gonna get a lot out of the hips just by pulling that knee back and then pressing it forward. And pulling the knee back and pressing that foot forward. One more time, really pulling that knee back and then pressing the heel forward. And this time we'll see if we can find that hook. Pull your knee back. You can grab onto the foot with your right hand so you can kind of try to see, you're trying to get it up towards your shoulder, maybe the upper arm. That left hand comes down and then you're squeezing the knee around your arm. This is a great first step, just staying right here. Maybe you squeeze a lot, pressing into the hands, and just try to press your booty off the ground. Pressing it up, squeeze. Eventually, as you kind of send the hips back, for a second you might lift the heel. But again, just be fluid, try to have some fun, and think about kind of how ridiculous this is, right, to take seriously. And then go ahead and release. That's a lot of where our fluidity comes in, right? Broad perspective. It isn't going to really affect our enlightenment if we can do this crazy 8-angle pose as much as how we deal with it when we can't, right? We're gonna go ahead and settle our way down onto the back. All the way down. Bringing your knees up and into the chest. Rocking from side to side. Really using gravity to help massage any kinks you feel in the low back. And then taking the knees open towards the hips, feet to the sky. Grab a hold of the outside edges of your feet and then find your happy baby here. And so just allowing yourself to rock from side to side. Once again, massaging out any tender spots you may encounter in the lower back. Maybe even kind of kung fu kicking here. One of my favorite ways to bring some fun and fluidity in is just to kind of add some of my own flair when it feels good, and trust it. And then go ahead and bring the feet together. Knees are pressing away like a butterfly. And go ahead and let the knees come together and towards the chest. Straighten your left knee down and just hug that right knee in nice and close to the body. You're gonna open the right arm to the right side and take a twist here, right knee moving over to the left side. So you're rolling onto that left hip, using your left hand kind of as an anchor so you can give yourself your own assist. The gaze can be straight up or perhaps looking over the right arm. And then take 3 big, full, fluid breaths here. And coming in through neutral, drawing the right knee towards the chest. Bringing the left knee to meet the right. Extending that right leg down. And then taking the left knee over to the right side, twisting it the other way. Left arm reaching over. Gaze to the sky or maybe towards the left hand. It's about 3 more breaths here. Finish this last exhale. Make your way back into neutral. One more time, bringing both knees up and into your chest. Nose comes to meet the knees. Squeeze in nice and tight. Hug in, nose to knee. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then as you exhale, release. Finding a comfortable place to rest. Using whatever props you have to help you find ease and comfort here, so that you can surrender this rigid, active part of yourself and experience this state of complete ease, surrender and support. Letting your breath be full and fluid as you step back and just observe. The rise of your inhale, perhaps you say to yourself, I am breathing in. And the fall of your exhale, I am breathing out. And we give our mind an active place to rest. We can slow down some of the distractions that creep in. So just keep yourself in the flow. I am breathing in, and I am breathing out. Taking just a few more moments in this state of surrender, of bliss. And notice how perhaps you feel your awareness expansive beyond the normal boundaries of this body of your skin, as if you're softened into the space around you. And begin to use your awareness to gently come back into the toes and the feet, starting to bring some movement into the feet, toes, and ankles, and internally, externally rotating your knees and feet to wake up the hips. Bringing some fluid movement now into the fingertips and hands and the wrists, into the arms. Start to bring the arms overhead. Stretch your body out long, toes to fingertips. And then draw your knees up towards your chest and roll over to your favorite side. In just a moment, once again, to feel that support. I like to think of this as, our OG yoga pose. It's how we kind of broke into this physical being. So it represents each time we come to our mat, kind of like a rebirth, like a seed of what we want to take with us from this practice. And so keeping your eyes closed, mindfully pressing yourself upright, thinking of perhaps what brought you onto your mat this morning, considering yourself accomplished just by making it through this practice. Let's bring the left hand to the center of the chest, right hand low, taking a few rounds of the palm of the right hand all the way up into the chest under the left hand, and then exhaling from the chest to the belly. Inhaling one last time from belly to chest, expand. And exhale to empty out. Bring the palms of your touch and allow the thumbs to settle into the center of your chest. Take a moment to feel yourself nice, grounded, and anchored into the support of the earth. And mindfully through the crown, through the heart, as you expand into the space above and around. So we think of this idea of flow. It's that we have the capacity to move between these two areas, these two spaces of being grounded and expansive, of being alert yet at ease. And that our breath is a constant reminder of finding that flow, that space. So take a moment, find gratitude for yourself and your breath. and how we can connect with one another through a common experience of this practice in this virtual world. Let's take one last breath in virtual reality together. And then sigh it out. And then let's take an Om. Inhale. Om. Bowing chin to chest, we honor ourselves and one another. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.